Hello, hello. It has been a while. Let's see if I can't get my little me to do the thing it's supposed to do. Should be. Do the thing, little me. Do the thing I told you to do. Oh, can't find my microphone. That's silly. Yeah, I thought it was pretty festive. How are you doing, Black Fox? Oh, right. Getting a few things set up here. Amazingly enough, I had most everything set up and ready to go. Cough is still there, but it's not as bad as before. Well, that's good at least. Glad that's been getting better for you. Okay. There we go. That's better. That is what Zibby was looking for. Man, oh man, oh man. What a couple of weeks it's been. Couple of weeks. Crazy, this is the last stream of the year. Because of my impending vacation. Little hit of potion. Yeah. Oh, your roommates are all gone for the next 2 weeks. Currently home alone. So it is rambunction and shenanigan all over that place, I'm sure. Okay. I think one of the things I'm going to do for myself is audit all of my OBS crap and just get it up and running. Girlfriends that are dads. Ooh, boo. Boo. Are you gonna send her like sad Christmas pictures? Like you're gonna get like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree and be like, just finished decorating the tree, and there's like one like Toronto Maple Leafs, ornament and like a busted out Coors can. Oh man, I mean that's what I would do. That's what I'd do. I'd just be like, well, everything's great here, and it's like string of lights in a noose. That's not cool. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, I actually have not left the lair for like 3 weeks now. It's been pretty long time since I have set clawed foot outside. I gotta get some lights, man. Get some lights. I actually had to go to one of the DIY stores to get more lights because, as it turns out, leaving Christmas lights coiled, much like a serpent ready to strike for the next Christmas, in storage, is the worst thing you could possibly do for them. Just leaving them there and letting them sit for an entire calendar year apparently destroys them. So, it snowed a little. Oh, well, I mean, in other news, water is wet. It snowed in Canada. Well, I'm glad it snowed a little bit. I am looking forward to, hopefully, a bit of a snowless Christmas. Having lived in the northern reaches for long enough, I have had enough of all that nonsense. So, oh boy, oh boy. All right. Get Canadian lights. They last longer. They have to. They have to last longer. I'm sure there's a federal mandate that says they have to last longer in instances of survival when it's the only way to keep alive. You have to wrap yourself in Christmas lights. It's weird because the layer over here butts up next to a medium nice neighborhood, and a lot of the people there have professional Christmas light companies come out. I gotta say, that's gotta be the way to do it. Like, hoo-wee. You call a dude, a day later, your house is all decked out for Christmas. February rolls around, and they're just like, beep, boop, boop, and boom, they're gone. Although it does beg the question, why do we ever take the lights down? I mean, they're pretty nice. Speaking of nice, getting some nice work. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with keeping your lights up. Come on. I mean, I would love to have more entertaining and festive neighbors. Actually had the thought to get some inflatables for different holidays. And just be the inflatable house, you know? Because we have a big black dragon that we put out every Halloween. And the kids love it, so that's great. But then I was like, oh man, we need like a Christmas dragon and like a St. Patrick's dragon and an Easter dragon, like a Labor Day dragon. Like we need these inflatable dragons. There is not enough storage in the world for all of the dragons I would love to have. Oh, people who hire people to put up their lights are lazy. Well, I mean, I can agree, but they're also smart because, man, who wants to risk their neck for Christmas tree lights, you know? Of course, I am talking to somebody who's from the same place where man-eating corn mazes are the norm, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Oops. All right there, buddy. Doop, doop, doop. That smarmy face. This does look like a Christmas special. Still, you know. Snow is not a good crash pad, and I will thank you to stop spreading false information. I have fallen on plenty of snow, and biggest problem out here is that the snow does not start building until like February. So you have dry, blowy ass snow all over the place. Just making the place suck. Falling on that, not my favorite thing. The ice is not nice either. Yeah, he needs to have that Vaseline on the lens kind of look. Like, you know, happy holidays. Look at that smarmy bastard. Oh, smug face. Smug face. I think that's smudge or smug. Yeah, but they both work. They both work. I stand by my previous assessment. Yeah, I've been so discombobulated that I have not finished. I actually did color most of this page, and then I realized I hated it, so I've been redoing it. Trust me, dry snow has its place. I feel less endangered if I'm driving in dry snow, but man, it's still, it gets right under your tires, and then poof, out you go. And I have a little car, because I mean, I can't reach the pedals on the big ones. I just like screep, boop, and like, essentially it's like a big wheel with an engine. I will say dry snow is easier to shovel. At one point, it must have just turned from being really dry snow. Like it must have melted a bit because I tried to use the leaf blower on some dry snow, and sadly, it was too heavy. It was just too heavy snow. Not a smart car. I am one of those fool kobolds who does not drive an SUV. So I am any other vehicle is pretty much a tiny vehicle compared to some of the ones out here in ye old Middle West. Oh my goodness, I don't know where I was going with all of this line art duty. Look at all this crap. Let's fix your eye. God. Oh God, no. No Humvees. Thing is, it's like the vehicle that the consumer ones are based on is so much more impressive than the consumer one. Like, the consumer one is just big. That's its number one draw. It's big. It's a wiener extension, you know? Like, the actual military grade one is so much more impressive, just in its construction, in how it can basically run off of anything combustible. Way more impressive than, you know, I'm taking the entire soccer team to practice today. That's not impressive to me. Let's tell everybody about your opinions on Humvees. Full electric Humvees. Oh God. I can't think of a more fitting just ridiculousness, you know? Like, check it out, it's a wind-up tank. Silly stuff. Silly stuff. I am not going to spend 4 hours or 3 hours working on my Humvee disapproval. Oh, you saw it too? Oh, well. Yeah, some people got money to burn, I guess. Well, that's cool. I will say I managed to get my little car out of a nasty snow situation once. I was driving through, was it Des Moines? Dubuque. It was Dubuque, Iowa. I was in a snow belt, and Dubuque was still in it, and I was trying to get out of Dubuque, and the road leading out wasn't fully plowed yet, and it was an incline, and I was very, very close to getting stuck, and I had a semi stuck behind me, and it was really, really intimidating, but I managed to rock it back and forth and get it out of the way and get down the road. But hoo-wee. Yeah, it was pretty scary. That's the same vehicle that I did a complete 360 while traveling down the road and managed to catch it still going the same direction and correct it. Then I pulled over and sat and kind of just thought about life for about 5 minutes. That was a scary moment. Yeah, right, diddly-do. Oh, good grief. I know too many kobolds that would flip cars if they had the opportunity. I like to say, flip pages in a nice book, don't flip your car. Don't drive in the winter. I'm not even from here. And that's my That's my motto. I think Spampton would agree with me. Oh my gosh, I don't even have a frame for this part. It's been so long since I've properly worked on stuff. But... Oh yeah, I bet. I bet. It's interesting how we react to different stuff like that. I was in one rough moment in a vehicle with a friend. We missed a turnoff at night, and he overcorrected, and we ended up on the median. Not the median, the side of the road. We were kind of like going through a field at like 70 miles an hour. And I was just like, oh shit. You know, like, okay. And love him to bits. All he could say was, I'm sorry. We are careening through this field. And I was just like, brake. I hit the brake and we slowed down and everything. And he's just like, sitting there, he's like, I'm sorry. I was just like, turn the car off. We need the car to be off right now so we can inspect it and make sure everything's okay. And it was funny because some dude was behind us and he pulled over to see if we were okay. And in true Midwestern fashion, the first words out of his mouth were, we were sure you were gonna flip. I was like, oh, damn it. Glad we didn't. I'm glad we didn't. Oh, yeah. It worked out. Worked out fine. Hey, Greg, good to see you. Just plop down anywhere. Oh, I don't know if you saw. We're much more festive today. Look at this. Couple illusion spells and some Christmas lights, and the layer is transformed. Yeah. Try to find the seam on this snow spell. You can't. Not gonna. Yep. It's my favorite kind of snow. Fake. It doesn't accumulate. It just blows around and looks nice and isn't cold. It's a smarmy 70 degrees in here, and this is the perfect temperature for snow. Absolutely perfect. Well, welcome. It's good to have you, Gray. I'm just doing lots of artwork and fart work here. That's my goal today. Just last stream of the year. Figure just take it easy, chat with you guys. It's been a crazy 3 weeks, so glad to see folks, and nice to have you guys on the Discord. Very much helping get through a pretty crazy time. But yeah, I will say the roomie was very successful at Midwest Fur Fest. Did very well, and that was a great show. A lot of folks came out. Busy show. And you'll be happy to know, Black Fox, that I did not partake. I was at Caddyshack, the Murray Brothers restaurant. Usually I would have a few beers after the show, but I didn't. So yes, you guys were an enormous help. Thank you. Still going through a few things, but we're getting there, day at a time. Gray, how's your day been? I know Black Fox asked, but on the Discord, but I'm bad with uncomfortable silences. So. Oh yeah, it's not a struggle for me. It's certainly not a struggle. It's not something I fight with. It's just one of those things that I was like, oh, I know Black Fox was like, don't get drunk. Okay, I'll do it for you, buddy. Although by the time we got home, I was like, I could really use like 7 drinks right now. Yeah, we'll see. We have to get the right one. We have to get it right. We're not going to run out and just get the first dog. Although, you know, of course, now every dog in the world is just like, we could use a home, and it's like, well, we could fit all the dogs in the world. I mean, just move some stuff in the garage, it'll be fine. Yeah, we will. We'll make sure that we get the right buddy. Rescue the right friend. Still pretty sore. So. Oops, I completely zoned out and stopped looking at what I was erasing. Ah. Did some introspection, trying to branch out network. Just need to get a grip on yourself and come the new year. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. It's a good time to do that. Just kind of figure things out. I've had a few revelations myself, so it's definitely not a bad time of year for that. Hopefully you're doing okay, though. Hopefully things are all right. Definitely know how life can be sometimes, so. And where is the... Oh, sit in a room and see which one chooses you. You know, they don't have a hard time choosing us. Actually, I think the cat we have now, the 18-year-old, she's just chill as hell. No responsibilities. I've been getting a 2 terabyte memstick for my little bros. Oh, easy. Easy. I'm happy to say that the gaming PC now runs off of... Is it 64? That's brown. No, I got... It's something along the lines like 64 gigs of RAM, and I'm very happy with that. Easy peasy. You know, caught a ear tail. While being fun to draw is also a pain in the ass. Freaking cougars. Cougars, man. I can never remember the name on the or the type of drive that I have. It's not PCIe hard drive, but it's one that's like plugged directly into the board, and oh my god, I love it. It's fantastic. Ah, no, he has the flu. Oh man, that sucks. I hope he feels better soon. Oh man, the flu. Not my favorite thing. And Black Fox, I think this is still... Yeah, this is still from Chrono Trigger. This is the Blake Robinson Electric Orchestra. Because I'm a lazy kobold and I have not searched out new music for a while. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you guys caught it early. That's... It's funny. Like, I like to think that the one thing that COVID gave people was a greater appreciation for personal hygiene. And I think like we're much more keen to pick up on stuff now, so. People still look at me like I'm crazy because if I leave the bathroom at work, I'll always use a paper towel to open the door, and then I'll use a paper towel to open the door of the office when I go back in. It's just like, yeah, man, because I don't want to get sick. I don't need your germs. I got my own germs. I got Koboldian germs from another realm, man. You don't need scale itch. I don't even know how it would happen with a mammal, but still. That's good. I figured you'd be careful, so. Me, I'm touching people all the time. I'm just running up to people and being like, tag! And they're like, I don't even know we're playing tag. And it's just like, we are! And by that point, I've already escaped into the underbrush. Apparently, I'm channeling the soul of a lemur or something today. I don't know what my deal is. And that plague's still going. Still going. That's good. Yeah, that coughing is so hard, especially on younger folk. It always upsets me to a degree. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't be sick. Am I really willing to just spend this much time on a frickin' barber pole? How about no? How about Zib does not spend like 40 minutes drawing a barber pole? Because holy crap. Yeah, rest is the best thing for you. Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. I'm glad you used some tests and figured that out. I think I still have a couple COVID tests for just such an emergency. Oh, for Pete's sake, come on, man. Nah. This bevel I'm trying to do? No. Let's not spend all that time and effort on a detail that will be completely overlooked. When I was in Bard at college, I learned one very important thing, and that was finish what you're doing. Because it's very easy to get distracted by other stuff, by other, like, oh, I should do this, I should add this, and it's like, nope, finish what you're doing. Oh, man. You guys and your tonsils. Oh, thank you. No, thank you. I also like how COVID managed to get us to the point where young people now talk about their health as if they were like a octogenarian, in the park. Like, oh, my knee, it swells up whenever there's a storm coming. You're 25, Billy. Oh, no, back when I was 25, those were the days. I'm 26 now. God, I was healthy then. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of coughing. Coughing is... I'm going to go ahead and say, I know this is probably not a very popular viewpoint, but coughing, not my favorite activity. I know I'm probably stepping on some toes there, but... Yeah, ain't that the shit? That's absolutely the shit, isn't it? It's like, these tonsils are going to keep me from getting sick, and I'm sick again. Well, what is it this time, doctor? Tonsillitis? Wow. Opening up some potion here. Keep going. I was pleased to see, by the way, at... oh, your hand hurts when there's a storm coming. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, we are... Tiamat bless us, everyone. 5 times. Dragon Queen, no Dragon Queen. Oh, man. No, yeah. No, I've heard that's common, like when barometric pressure changes, that your joints and things can swell, and injuries and stuff that very similarly. But I was very pleased to know that when I was at Midwest Fur Fest, there were several booths that were catering to kobolds of the modern age, and I was I made several very pleased noises at their booths and bought their things. I think you guys saw some of my koboldery that was there. Bold Kobold was there. That was a nice little shop. A couple others. It it was very heartening. I was just like, oh, look at all the Cobalt love. This is kind of nice. Didn't see any blue ones, but you know, that's okay. You gotta get some of the lesser ones before you get the real important. Ironically enough, frozen vegan whipped cream. I would put that on something. Like maybe vegan ice cream or something. Don't just eat whipped cream out of the box. That's kind of that's something like, I mean, that'd be like eating brown sugar straight from the box, man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. And also, I have not. You whipped it yourself? Okay, that's rad. All right. Okay. All right. Rescinded. You made it, so. Cream made from almond milk. That would be interesting. I mean, they really have to get in there and milk the almond. It's a very tricky prospect. And then you got to figure out if it's a male almond or a female. I mean, it's a science unto itself, you know? It is a science unto itself. Oh, just the absolute just you could call that the head cannon because it is clearing you out upstairs. Oh man, no thank you. No thank you indeed. Now let's convert this layer because I forgot to do that. Do. You're a vector layer now. You were born with small tonsils. They never got infected. Well, lucky you. Lucky you, I say. Bronchitis was a big thing for me when I was a little hatchling. I was very, very susceptible to bronchitis. I think it's because I have a big mouth. I talk a lot. I'll say that's probably it. I'm sure that is what my mother would say. Now we've moved on to tonsil stones. So, I'm going to go ahead and try to not feel like I'm 50. What do you guys want for Christmas? Oh, God. I refuse that my last stream of the year be the health class episode. I mean, for me, it's the onsen or the beach episode or bust. I mean, if we're being fair. If we're being fair. Xbox Series X. You know, everything about this is not working right. The drawing, not the stream. Let's take this out real quick. Doot. And let's make that a little straighter. Ironic, since I used a straight line tool. Aww, a new mic and socks. Funny how much you appreciate that stuff as you get older. I would love to find a pair of socks that my claws do not destroy, but well, I'll tell you what. I'll do you one better. My antique of choice is the Xbox 360. It practically runs on dust. Open toe socks are like fingerless gloves. I mean, what is the point? What is the bloody point? I mean, my tootsies get cold. They may be reptilian and they may be clawed, but they get cold nonetheless. I desire footwear that I can't destroy. Oh, hey, Blue. Nice to see you. Welcome to my little last stream of the year. Well, it's still very sweet of you to get him the mic and the socks. That's terrible. Oh, no, don't worry about it, Blue. I we haven't been running for a while. It's been a pretty bad time over here, but just trying to get myself a little bit back up and into the normalcy a little bit. But yeah, no worries. I don't think I've streamed for like 3 weeks, so. Even streams aren't that much fun when you're not feeling good, so no worries. Fortunately, though, I mean, if you feel like crap now, or hopefully you'll be feeling better during the rest of the winter. So. Yep. It's been rough for a lot of folks, I think. End of the year is always one of those times that just kind of magnifies all of the nastiness and all of the bad stuff. It's a hard time to look at things and feel positive sometimes, so. Yeah, it can make people uncomfortable, so. People are a lot more, we were just talking about that, people are a lot more sensitive about that nowadays, which is A-okay. This is Hopes and Dreams by Arcean. It's a remix of the Hopes and Dreams theme from Undertale. I absolutely love this song, and I absolutely love the time it plays. I just absolutely love that part of the game. It's so fantastic. I just love it. I didn't think Undertale was going to have a big part in my heart, but it did, as it turned out. Oops. Yeah, it's just Arcean's remix of Hopes and Dreams. It's good stuff, though. You know, I'm going to make a crankcase on that. Deep. Almost ebony. wood. How about we try that a little bit closer up, huh? I realized my my inking, one of my inking problems is I treat inking details like I'm sniping with the pistol in Halo 1. I can do this from a million miles away. It's fine. There's a radical. You know, I think you're right. I think you're right, actually. Now I have to look it up on the tiny internet. Ugh. I read a really neat thing about barbers back in the day. About how they were essentially like frontier everyman. Like they could do all kinds of stuff. Like they did like light surgery. There you go. Red, blue, and white. Well, Merry Christmas, America. Guess we're putting some blue in there. I could very easily have been really catty and been like, oh, the barber poles in real don't have blue, but you know what? You can always use a little splash of color. I do not. I should. You know, it's funny. I don't do color theory very well. Like, I don't know how to color shit half the time. Yeah, barber surgeons were a thing. They were a thing. Especially out in the old frontier days. It's cool stuff. It was very terrifying to think of these people, like, working on you, but... That is a raccoon wielding purple fire. And I'm here for it. Dr. Barber. Dr. Barber, comma, Carpenter. Dr. Barber, attorney at law. Pick one, man. Yeah, look at that. There's some otters. Running. Those remind me of, oh my God. What are their names? Those gophers from Looney Tunes? Not Hixie and Pixie. That was Hanna-Barbera. But, the two incredibly gay gophers. I honestly, I think they were just a rip on Chip and Dale, from, Looney Tunes, but I can never remember their. It's like Percival, or it is a just coked out name. It's a fantastic name, but there's two of them. I can't remember their names, and unfortunately, I can't Google and pretend to draw at the same time. FG squared. Oh, well, that's cool. I am not an adorable, capricious sea mammal, but I like to think that I'm pretty fun. So, all right, guys, I can't believe it. This page is actually. For a second, I was just like, "Why is there all that bread in my chat?" And then I had to remind myself, Black Fox is here, and that is an otter. It's a loaf of an otter. Okay. At least this page is colored. This page has taken me way too long. This page has effectively taken me like 3 weeks to draw. Which has been frustrating. I'll get that saved up. And move on to another piecey piece. Loaf of Otter. An otter named Loaf would be pretty cute. Loaf waterlog. Ugh. None of that works. None of that scrap it. No, it just gives me a really, really bad mental image. Loaf waterlog. Yeah. You know what I might do? I was doing some pieces for both Gray and Black Fox. German. I grew up in an area that was primarily German. Not Germany, but a very Germanic area. I don't know any German whatsoever. I mean, I know like Schach toten mein Papa, or chess killed my dad. True story. Ich habe ein Grünkule, which I think is just I have a green pen. So, yeah, I was working on some stuff for both of y'all. And this is probably a good time to get that out and about and do some more drawing. How about it? How about we do some more drawing? Everyone loves to draw. I have a beloved friend that pronounces drow, and have I mentioned I love this friend? I love this friend, and I have no intention of being like, oh my god, it's drow. It's so drow. That's funny. She has a redeemable that switches her language to German. I like that. I dig that. I would have a redeemable that switches my language to Kobold, but it would just be a lot of yapping and screeching in Draconic. I would have to be properly drunk for it, but... Okay, now I remember. Okay, I was working on... Loot alert. Man. I'm apparently just stream of consciousness talking because I have no idea what's going on. There we are. There we go. Let's get that magic face. So yeah, Gray, I was working on this for you, and I was distracted, unfortunately, but I'll have to look at my notes that you gave me. It's kind of like when people talk about graphics tablets. They're like, you know, oh, I've got a Wacom. It's just like you have a Wacom tablet. And I'm jealous, but you also mispronounce it. It's Wacom. And I hate that it's Wacom, but that is kind of how it works, unfortunately. Yeah, I was just working on base anatomy for Gray's character here. I was getting caught up on the leggies. The leggies weren't doing it for me, so I was trying to get the leggies to work. I haven't done too much detail work, but this is where I'm kind of going at it so far. Yeah, I didn't know if you had any notes or anything like that, but I will get this done. I feel that in my bones. My superior draconic bones will last much longer and be much more impressive to passersby. Say, look at those bones. Like, yeah, man, those are cobalt bones. Like, yeah, last for frickin' ever. All right, good. Just holster that otter. Yeah, I was going to bring that arm down a little development. I'm just kind of remembering all of the. A lot of these sketches I have been just kind of cracking out as soon as. I just completely lost my train of thought. Sorry. There we go. Sorry, I've got some pretty serious brain fog. No, you gave me a ton of good detail. I am just jumping back into the pool, and I don't even have my swimsuit on. I'm all over the map, so I apologize for that. Do. Oh man, I think you guys mentioned it like a couple weeks ago, but man, I hate the way that Discord changed the mobile experience. It is not good. What was I talking? Wow. I apologize. I was looking at notes and I was trying to figure stuff out, and then I just completely lost track of the God, Discord. Yeah. Okay. All right, Zip. Hey, you're okay, Zip. You're all right. Tiamat and all her 5 heads be with you. Oh. Yeah, it's like I'll see the different servers I'm on, but I won't see my image for the doodahs, the messages, the direct messages. So I'm just like, where's the direct messages? And like every time, and then it'll take me like 5 minutes, and I'll finally see the messages tab on the bottom, and be like, oh, this sucks. This is so stupid. If I can drive an old car, how come I can't run an old version of Discord? You know? Why can't I go to like Crazy Al's discount friggin' old apps? Yeah, I see you're looking for a 2008 Twitter. Sorry, Gray. I'll have to get with you and get a couple more details. Black Fox, I think yours was a little further along. Let me see what I can find here. 1 second. It did elongate the legs, though, so there's that. That was one of my concerns, because he would look a little stumpy, so I wanted to make sure the legs got elongated a bit. And it looks like they have. Not quite Bishonen status, which is ridiculous to me, but... Alright, let me get that saved up, and then... And if you have the ability to, Gray, I can send you the sketch, and if you want to point anything out, like change this, or, you know, whatever, I can do that for you too. Look at Snoop. Yeah, to be fair, I did. I was working on yours while I was at Midwest Fur Fest. I had a bunch of downtime since we don't really go out and do a whole lot, and all of our friends were exhausted. So I had a lot of downtime. So I was just messing around with yours. Oh no, it's all good. I'll get one out to you in a little bit here while I fumble for another 5 minutes trying to get things where they need to be. Yeah, 'cause Black Fox, yours was. Yeah, yours was right on the cusp of being inky. Being inked. There we go. Nothing special, but I thought it turned out pretty okay. Why are you gray? You're gray, you're not black. It's because of the opacity, and I'm a silly ninny. There we go. You did, but it just ended up making it funnier. It's like both my roommate and I have done plenty of commissions, and we've seen some pretty crazy stuff, so nothing really throws us off. Yeah, you put the what was it? The grimacing little smiley in front of his junk, and it just made you look like you were giving it a proper rogering. It made me laugh. Yeah, it was pretty funny. And it was nice. It was just like, oh, I get it. You're not comfortable with that. That's fine. I can appreciate that. I actually do appreciate it when people send me safe for work references. But that was the most comical. I loved it. It's like when people approach you with I mean, some of the references we've seen, it's like it has nothing to do with the commission. It has absolutely nothing to do. I almost think it's like a pseudo voyeuristic thrill. Just like, hey, yeah, check out my character. And it's just like, that's cool. So is that him or is it a Pringles can? What is that? You know, it's like, I'm not drawing that, so don't know why you had to show it to me, but you know, whatever. Blue probably has horror stories of her own. References, man. Yeah. I assure you that despite having popped, the fun will stop. Oh man, it's the sad music at the end of Tunic. I didn't need that now. This song sums up the last 3 weeks almost perfectly. Almost perfectly. Oh, God. I do love the noir aspect of it, though. Feels very much like a detective movie from like the 30s. Let's just redo that. Oh, funny. Speaking of Pringles cans, Gideon was at Midwest. I was like, gosh, I've seen your stuff for a long time. No, I haven't gotten to the good ending of Tunic yet. At this point, I'm probably just going to YouTube it because I love Tunic. I just am emotionally not prepared to go back into that game. And to be honest, I feel like I cheesed the final boss. I feel like I really cheesed the boss. It almost felt like a Dr. Wily fight. Because it's like, there's clearly one thing, one useless thing that you've never used that's going to be very useful. Yeah, I feel like using the decoys just cheat, like, was not a cheat, but definitely a cheese. Oh, I can find a video of the good ending. It's fine. Stop moving around so much. I'm trying to draw you. Yeah, the decoys, they made the whole boss fight trivial. Once I figured out to use them, I think you mentioned it, like, hey, have you used those yet? And I was like, you know what? I haven't. I didn't even know I had them. And then I used it, and I was just like, oh, God. And the next time I went down to see Death, I was like, give me all your decoys, man. And that was the run that beat it. But no, it felt cheap. Felt like, oh, this demigod that I'm challenging is so easily confused by my little dolls. Although I will say, you gotta love the moxie on that tunic, having dolls of himself on himself. It's like a failed merch deal, and he's just trying to pawn off some of these tunic toys that never made it. There we go. There's that Canadian mug. Should I hide a maple leaf somewhere in this? Gray and blue? Should I hide a maple leaf in his profile picture? It's a hidden maple. Yeah. There's so much about that game that I could talk about. And I have talked about. And I will not bore you guys with more. I talked about the game for like 17 hours. Ooh, I like that idea. Yeah. And just for the hell of it, I'll put some Coors, some old busted out cans of Coors at his feet. I'm just joshing you, bud. Who is Josh, and why is he joking with us so much? I think that's a pretty accurate question. Not an accurate question, but an astute. Yeah, no, it's interesting. I really do love the story of Tunic. The story that they don't tell you, the story that you get to learn as you play the game, and I think that that's fascinating. It's such a great way of going about it. Oh yeah, I know, bud. I'm busting your chops. I'm busting these. I'm busting your chops. All right. Years passed in working at Midwest Fur Fest, I will say. After 8 hours in the same 10-foot square, it was really nice to sit down to a burger and a beer. It was just like, oh, okay. That's where we learned Zib's limit is 3. That was fun. That was one of those rare fun nights. The way it should be. Let's get your hoodie here. Oh man, I'm gonna need a tiny brush on this one. Found another good spot for a hidden leaf. I don't know, just looks like somebody busted out his hoodie zipper. You win this round. Yeah, you were saying the language was pretty interesting because it was kind of like Myst in the fact that everything is written down. It's all there. Oh, Blue, I never asked you. What did you want for Christmas? Or the holidays or whatever you wish. We're not partial. Oh, that's right. Keep your shoulders up. That should be canceled. All good. All good. I think we passed it, but happy solstice. No, we haven't passed it because it's not the first day of winter yet. So I hope you have a good solstice. Gotcha. Okay. Good job, too. Yeah, I think the jazz music is from Etrian Odyssey. Wonderful game series. I should say it's wonderful if you enjoy first-person dungeon crawlers. I had a long coat, but it basically looked like I was wearing a tarp. Dragged all over the place. Switched out to hoodies. That's been my go-to ever since. Your realm needs smaller clothes. I do not like shopping at the kids section. It makes me feel creepy. Also, there's too much camo. Well, hoodies are fantastic. I mean, for someone like my stature, it's like a robe, but I do have to laugh. I have a whoa, whoa. Okay, the brush just randomly went to a couple thousand. That's not what I wanted. I have a Mass Effect Commander Shepard hoodie, and I almost always wear it to conventions, and invariably someone is just like, "Oh man, I love your hoodie," and it's always my distinct pleasure to tell them, "Oh, yep, it's my favorite hoodie on the Citadel," and they're always like, "Oh yeah," it's fun. I like it. We have fun. Why did it, man? So much for palm rejection today. It is just being a bit of a butt. Okay. I don't know if my pressure is just nuts or what. I don't know what is with my brush size. Feels like something changed. Something went a bit woogie there, but it's okay. Had a friend who wore similar when I was a wee hatchling. Yeah, I was one or two. Oh, I saw Rick Griffin playing it. Has anyone played Undertale Yellow, the fan game? Finally, some topical music. It looked pretty good. I guess. Obviously, it's not a canon game because it's a fan game, but I guess Toby Fox kind of gave it his blessing. Like, that was pretty good. Looked good at least. I guess it's a prequel to Undertale. It's the story of the soul, the yellow soul. I'm a big fan of whenever Rick plays it because he gets his stuff. He's just like, ow. doesn't get ridiculously upset. Doesn't scream or anything. Just like, ow. Yes, there's a fox lady, there's a bird lady. I mean, I'm set. I mean, apparently Black Fox is set as well. Well, that didn't take very long. I was expecting him to take more of a break since he's been working on Haven Celestia and Aneroids. He's got a couple other ones. I think Pit Fighters is still coming. I did like his A&H Club. That was a really good story. I actually quite enjoyed both Adrian and names are escaping me, but the main characters I really enjoyed. I thought they were very interesting and realistic and just nice. Happy to hear House Pets is coming back, but I'm just surprised it wasn't a very long break at all, because I remember when it ended. Yeah. I can't trust myself to take a year off of Trap Finders and come back to it. I feel like I would have wandered off. He's very disciplined, though. I will say, as an artist, it's very impressive. The volume of stuff that he works on and gets out. It's something I've kind of wanted to work towards, and I think it's a little bit of a goal for 2024 and beyond. Yeah, it's a good comic. It's good characters. I thought Fox and Mungo. That's something I didn't see coming at all, but very cute regardless. Oh, I'm not. You work on something that long, it's just natural. Yeah, the author. Yeah, I can't remember him either. Yeah, Jessica, I like her. I think I liked Taro a little bit more before she got to be such a centralized character. Not that she's a bad character, but she kind of pulled a lot away from the plot. Ah, I gotcha. Long distance is not easy. Done it before, won't do it again. Of course, across realms is kind of impossible, but still. Why do you have to have 9 tails, dude? And your damn abundance of tails. Your golf bag of butt flags. Tiamat saw fit to make kobolds incredibly magically powerful, and yet only have one modest tail. You know, just saying, my god is probably better than yours. Oh yeah, Gray. What about Sabrina Online? Does that ring any bells? I used to worship Schwartz back in the day. His stuff's still good. He's still good at what he does. Yeah. Yeah, no, Schwartz still does it. I think he like he was doing back in the day. I think he only does updates like once a month, or maybe even less frequently now. I think he's running for After Dark as well. But yeah, no, Sabrina is still going, still quite good. Yeah, he took a break for a little while, and then he came back. Like magic and Shadowrun, it just came back. Yeah, she and RC have a kid. And Tabitha's like a preteen, I think. Something like that. Yeah, the Sabrina RC arc is really, really sweet. I also think it's funny that Carly and Spike kind of had like the same style of relationship, but yeah, no, the early RC stuff was really good. I think he's the only one that can make fun of her Amiga and not be clobbered. No more Kitsune. Never again. Yeah, no, I think it's nice because she finally found an equal, which I think was one of the big sticking points for her character, is that nobody is like her at all. Nobody is a nerd to the degree that she is, and then RC kind of like hops into her life and just they click. I do love that comic when they're chatting and Amy walks in. She's just giggling the whole time. I think it's funny. Oh, RC's parents. I love RC's parents. interesting too that later on they talk about or what is it? Zigzag, who's also one of my favorite characters. Uh, Zigzag is in therapy, court appointed therapy, and she's talking to her therapist about her obsession with Sabrina, which I think was interesting. I liked Schwartz's writing on that because it definitely made her a much more interesting character. Yeah, well, that's very thematically common with Schwartz because Sabrina's parents are super conservative, old, folk who have no idea. They're very Luddite in terms of tech, and Sabrina's very far from that. So they were they were made for each other, figuratively and literally. Well, there you go, Black Box. There is a. Oh yeah, no, I love RC's parents. His mom is adorable. I love her. There you go. What do you think? Is that a suitable upgrade to your avatar, Black Box? It's gonna need some color, but I think it's looking pretty good. Let me save that up real quick. Awesome. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting seeing a lot of these furry comics specifically where they have like parents that are ideal or at the very least are the best for them, and it's nice. And it's wishful thinking for a lot of people, myself included. But yes, I will. I will refer to your reference, sir. Let's see. Where were we? Oh, man. Also, that comic we finished earlier, that is for February 12th. That's how far out we are. So, still not as far out as I'd like it to be, but with life and things being how they are, that's kind of what slowed me down. All right. Yep, slowed but not stopped, absolutely. Okay, I am going to take a real quick break, guys. Having a stomach problem last couple days, so I'm going to be right back, and I will leave you with the dulcet tunes of Tunic, so just a moment. There we go. Thank you for your patience. Just continue the art. Or, you know, what I call art. Do. Behold the magic rectangle. So magical and rectangular. U-Log channels. I remember those. I have no doubt that with how weird Twitch is about stuff like that, that it breaks one of their TOSs or something. Like, you cannot have pictures of actual fire. You know, garbage like that. But man, I love U-Log channels. I actually had, for the longest time, I had a oh, thank you. I had a mix that I listened to on YouTube for sleepy times, which was rain and a campfire, like in a cave or something like that. So it's like you get that cozy feeling of being warm and dry in a rainstorm. Ah, man, it's just a great feeling. This is definitely the first appearance, but it will not be the last appearance of Gremlin Katya. Yeah, I read the TOS on that, and honestly, it feels like they implemented something in addition to that, and then backpedaled on the nudity, just to push something else through. So it's not something they haven't done before, where they take one controversial thing in addition to a few other things, and then they'll kind of pass that through. So, yep, money is typically the reason for most of this stuff. I mean, Twitch is owned by Amazon, so. Okay, Gremlin Katya, you are turning out to be way harder to draw than I thought. Thought it was funny. I just thought of this the other day, but I remember the biggest thing was, oh, money is the root of all evil, and it's actually love of money is the root of all evil. Money itself is a tool. Depends on how you use it. Because why am I trying to make symmetrical crap? I can just do that. Oop. Oop. Yep, just people trying to take advantage of the rules. I was more interested in the fact they're just like, oh, okay, well, they're allowing artistic nudity, which is fine because there's a lot of people who draw like, natural models or things of that nature that normally would be banned. Well, then they backpedal on everything, so it's like, well, I mean, pick what you're gonna do. I guess that's my thought. It's just like if you're gonna make this free reign for everybody, then make it free reign for everybody. At Black Fox is what we call fan service. Working on a nude zip. No, I am not. Nobody needs to see naked Kobold. It's funny too because I'm sure that content was already available on their their Patreon or whatever. You know, it's nothing new. It's nothing anybody's doing that's brand new. Goblin Cot, yeah, you are really testing my patience here. I think I need to go into the sketch and change that. Because the face is fine. Face is fine. Happy with the face. Love the face. It's adorable. Little gremlin Katya. That's... body is just not coming along. Yeah, what a two. So. Doop. And we're switching tools. Y. The palm rejection on this magic rectangle has not been great today. It has been selecting things that it should not be selecting. Yep. She got the cat chin. And that's how Twitch works, man. Top streams got lots of boobs. Not top streams in content, I should say. But definitely top streams in terms of viewers. They do. It's one of those things that's interesting because, like, I obviously don't expect much to happen from my streaming, but I've seen a lot of other male streamers get really just whiny about it. Like, oh, girls, they have an advantage. It's like they always have. This isn't new, guys. This is true. Okay, that one's better. Happier with that one. So let's drop that down a little bit. And give this another shot. That's the pencil tool. Hey, the pen. There we go. Oh, this cave sounds like home. Yeah, I don't begrudge people trying different things, but I mean, a lot of it's just blatant. If you want to change your style, if you want to change your idiom, by all means, there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes it's a little more blatant than others. I mean, I've changed the style of Trapfinders a couple times now, so it's like I'm not saying people shouldn't. If you feel like changing something that you're making, you should change it. But sometimes it just feels like no, I get it. Boobs. I mean, yeah, boobs. But, boobs. That's the most time boobs have been said on this channel. I should have mentioned to Sage that I was streaming because I could have her try to break the break the auto mod with boob talk. Sage is a good friend. A good being, that Sage. Yeah, that'd be pretty abrupt. I like trying stuff, but I'm definitely not wanting to change it that abruptly or that drastically. Slightly off model Mario syndrome. I mean, I think I talked about it a little while ago, because I was when I first got it in my head to just keep the comic going and to just keep the story going and everything because it's still in my head, I kind of realized I was like, I need to draw what I want to draw. I need to write the story that I want to write, and I feel like I've gone that direction. And I don't think it's suffered at all. I think it's gotten a bit better, and it's obviously it's a little different than it used to be, but I don't know. I'm happy with it, I guess. Yeah, well, with those models too, I mean, it's a slider that you can change. It's not exactly difficult to bump it up. I have a friend who streams, and they also have a model that is just like whoop. Like there's literally a slider that they can hit to make the chest huge. It's like the novelty on that wears off after about 5 minutes. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Gray. Yeah, I've been working on the art. I've been working on the direction. It's a slow process. I mean, somebody was talking about webcomics in general, and they're like, yeah, it's a one-man job, and things are slow. Hey, yo, huge chest. It's a heck of a mimic. Oh, man, boob mimic. Oh, the ultimate predator. Jeez. Never go hungry. You just never. I mean, that's the other question. Is it two of them working in tandem? Ah, the mind bounds. Boob mimic. That sounds like a mini comic. And now it's time for the stalwart adventures of Boob Mimic. When we last left our heroes. I don't know if I would be the number one fan of Boob Mimic, but I'd be in line. I'd be in line to get my copy signed. And Gray, like you'd mentioned, like things seem less chibi, and it's interesting because that's how I started out. Um, but I'd get signed by both. Um, the uh, the thing that was interesting is like I started out with chibi because that's just the style that I was trying to go for, and it's interesting because especially in my perspective, I go to a lot of different anime conventions, furry conventions. I see so much chibi art, and I love my old pages. I cringe at them a little bit, but they're absolutely a learning process. And you know, it's interesting because like I moved away from chibi because so much chibi was out there, and it just wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't. It did not spark joy. I guess that's what I can say. But um, so I wanted to move away from it to an extent, but also keep some hints of that original design, and I hope I've done that. I don't know if I will make a mini comic about the Boob Mimic, but it is certainly an idea. It's that's if you subscribe to my Patreon. Here you go. Subscribe to my Patreon and get access to Adventures of Boob Mimic.
And now we come back to the adventures of Supreme Knight Saloon. Follow him as he faces off against the abominable chess mimic, and he's dead.
He stood no chance. Who knew he was an absolute legend? Huh. Subs for Boob Mimic. Blue, you're gonna be the you're gonna be the corrupting influence, I see. I love it. I'm here for it. But yeah, stylistically, I tried to move a little bit more away from chibi into like a semi-chibi. Chibi is a whole thing in Japan. Um, I've read into it quite a bit, and it's about as unique as different mangas are. And what I'm going for is, I guess it's considered semi-chibi, which is still deformed proportions, but not as ridiculously changed or altered. But I feel it works out pretty well, especially going into the idea that it's been 2 years. The characters have changed a little bit since they've been out in the world doing their stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that I could do with the side characters like Mango or Bartleby or Theodore, and yeah, there's a lot that I could do. I think the biggest thing for me is consistently having a comic going first, and I've been doing pretty good on that. I'm actually very pleased with the state of the comic, if you will. It's been a hell of a year. I mean, that's the the buffer's kind of whittled down a bit because of the last couple weeks, but I'm working to get that back up. Might take my magic rectangle with me and do some drawing on the beach or something like that. But yeah, no, it's been interesting. I've been happy with the comic. I've been happy with the characters, the art. there's a bunch that I am really proud of and really happy with. And I'm happy to smack my microphone for that. Yeah, actually, I think I've got them here. I was looking through my my comics for this year. I was just basically just kind of doing like a hoorah rah for me because I'm just trying to keep myself motivated and happy. But yeah, I have a I have a bunch that I actually am very pleased with. Let's see. Yeah, this one. Taking a bath on this one from earlier this year. That was one that I was really pleased with. Just with the composition of the page, but also just the general artwork for the page. I was really happy with it. Yeah, just I don't know, just definitely one of those ones that I really enjoyed working on, but I also enjoyed laying it out. And that it's funny that picture of Katya was one of the hardest ones to do, just because of the posing. But I really loved it. Like I really had a great time with it. And it's funny. It's like I know I only did 25 pages since it was every 2 weeks, but doing 25 of anything is a giant pain in the ass. I'm still pretty proud of it. Let's see. What was the other ones? Let's see here. Oh, refilling and refreshing. I like that one too. That's another one that I quite liked. That one was fun to draw and to write for. I like this one a lot. It was fun to kind of show, not tell. Like I could very easily have spent all of those pages just talking about like, oh, this is their whole thing, blah blah blah. But I thought this was more accurate to like what they were like and everything. But yeah, very happy with that one. Let's see. Oh, of course, yeah. This is definitely one of my favorites. A kiss. I took so freaking long. Drawing this page was a huge pain in the ass. Not for the kiss, it was that stupid braid. But I'm glad that's gone now. But yeah, that was one of my favorite pages to work on. I just thought it was very sweet. Hadn't done one before either, so that was now Keith. Oh, Mike Tyson. I would love it if I had a video of him with Trapminder's action figures. Now Keith. Oh yeah, this one too. Yeah. A Loss of Time and Lunch. Another one I was just very, very pleased with how it turned out. And how just the storytelling in it. And I'm not trying to, obviously not trying to like give myself a huge pat on the back here. I'm just happy with this stuff. And I'm excited because it definitely shows like some growth, But yeah, no, I was really pleased with this. This is I believe this is the page that I discovered the wood grain brush, and I was forever changed. It's like, oh my god, now it looks like a page out of Tintin. Which, by the way, I saw the Tintin movie just recently, and that is a good movie. It is more of an Indiana Jones movie than the last two Indiana Jones movies. Let's see, I think I had one more that I liked. Oh, that's the page you started reading on? Oh, that's awesome. And I suppose this one's more recent, but yeah, I the road goes ever on and on. I like that one. It very much I kind of like what Gray had said. Like, this really points out their relationship quite well. Plus, you have no idea how difficult it was to try to draw a map for this frickin' world. Yeah. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I will say that. Indiana Jones, not this page. This page is terrible. Nah, just glad you guys have been along for the ride this year. Yeah, it's just been a journey. Okay. Like, I love this page, and I love the artistic, upgrades and all the work I put into. Yeah, that's about how it works for old Fabian Zip. That's all right. Gremlin Katya. Honestly, should make a Gremlin Katya sticker. Didn't you just cute a little peanut? Aw. Oh, thanks, Black Box. Thought of doing a sci-fi one at some point in the future. Mace over her head. Black Fox, did you watch like the last 15 minutes as I struggled desperately to make her hold it like it's a lollipop? I mean, you want me to draw it like she's a Tusken Raider going like that's cute, but you do it. Oh God, scrap my don't. Where's that Blade Runner gif when I need it? Don't do that. Don't give me hope. Oh, man. That'll be a complete change from Trap Finders. It'll be absolutely complete change. It's incredibly sexually charged. Everyone's a plant. Oh, for the sticker, not the... Here I'm like, oh, fuck this guy. She can hold her mace anywhere she wants. Fuck this guy. Oh, God. I needed that. Oh. Damn it, Black Fox. That's going to be my first shirt. You know, it's just going to say, damn it, Black Fox. It's going to be a black shirt with white text. It's just going to say, damn it, Black Fox. Sell 1 million copies. I told you, everyone's a plant. Main character's a platypus. I love platypi. They're adorable. Oh, are you kidding? I mean, we're going full on that comic. I mean, they're gonna be flying around in a Dyson sphere. Main character's head's trapped in a Faraday cage. It's just going to be episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation, but all super sexy. All of the naked now. Skunk, eh? French purple skunk. No one's done that. Yes, the current panel is Kisuke's plan. Let me see. Pretty sure. Do I have the other one around here somewhere? I do. So yeah, this is you know what? Hang on. Last stream of the year, why not? Let's see if I can't get my other page. There's an establishing page. There's a couple. Starting up a subplot because God knows I need more plots. And you're in here somewhere. There we go. That's better. So this is the lead up to this plan. This is a job that they find in town. There's a survey team that's missing. And in a mountainous region, you would definitely want to have a survey team, Andy. And Katya, with what her elf eyes see, she's able to see that they are trapped on this rock spire. And they are being besieged by a creature native to Rill. Not natural, but definitely native. And look, bunnies. Hi, true bunnies, guys. Look, they're right there. Look at these bunnies. You got a fat one. You got a lady. You got a young one. An androgynous young one. This guy though. Ooh-wee. That guy needs to. He definitely needs to cut back the carrots. But yeah, this is the establishing kind of shot where they realize the danger that this survey team is in. And the page that I'm currently working on is the doohickey, the discussing of the plan. So, yeah. Good stuff. Oh yeah, he's out on the survey team because that guy, he needs some exercise. Had a desk job for a long time. Bro needs to hop to it. Did you see what I did there? Oh God, no one's gonna watch this stream. 4 months of food that was gone within the hour. Yep. That is how it works. Yep. So yeah, it's where we're working towards. We are coming up on. I I feel for you guys because you've gone through 25 pages of backstory and you know, brief off-screen love scenes. But something I haven't done in a long time is combat, and that's coming up. That's coming up real soon. And I'm looking forward to it because I want that to be a few pages. I want there to be a decent fight, not like 2 pages and done. Not exactly Frieza showing up, but you know. But yeah, definitely gonna get some combat in there. kind of want to show you guys what Kisuke can do. And he kind of started to show you when he was fighting the dragon. In true Kisuke fashion, though, he kind of screwed that up. That's okay. I still love him. He's a little peanut. Like, come on. I can absolutely get this. All right. Nasty. But yeah, definitely going to be some more action coming up here. Everyone's been real patient. Black Fox, I will put in as many Dragon Ball Z fight scenes as I wish. You and the entire population of Canada cannot stop me. There we go. Yeah, Kisuke is. I'm looking forward to it because he's gonna get his time to shine. So even beyond this, there's some more scenes I have here written in there for him that really give him his due. I've always loved him as a character. I mean, obviously I love all my characters, but I've always felt for him because he's the one who's always so stupidly loyal and sweet. He's a good kid. Setting out a cold snap watching the new Ice Age. Yes. No, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. You Canadians are sneaky people. Hanging out up there, pretending to be America's hat. Oh. Streaming was a good idea. You guys are making me laugh, and I appreciate it. Hasn't been a lot to laugh about. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some more action sequences for you guys. Should be a lot of fun. I've had these in my head for ages. That was you. You weren't content with burning down the White House in the 1800s. Now you're sending snow to Texas. You monster. Those poor people. They didn't even know what hit them. Tell you what, that's the strangest looking dust storm I ever done seen. Uh-oh. Looks like the four-wheel drive ain't kicking in. We heading into that, what do you call it, snowbank? Ooh-wee. Yeah, no, it's interesting. The living where I did, way back in the day when I was but a wee hatchling, I learned very quickly how to drive in snow. Obviously, option number one, that is the best option, is don't. It is precarious and dangerous, and if you don't have to, if you're not going to the hospital, there's no reason to drive it. But I learned pretty quickly, and as such, I don't panic when I'm in snow. I'm very alert, and I'm driving at the best of my ability when I can. But I learned, and it was something I had to deal with every year, so for several months of the year. But moving south, I saw exactly how dangerous snow is to people who don't deal with it on a consistent basis. And it was humbling. It was one of those things where it's like, damn, I'm lucky. I'm glad I grew up with this because I can handle it. And seeing some of the terrible stuff that came out of Texas, that's heart-wrenching. Something I remember, back where I was from, there wasn't a lot of ice. It was mostly snow. Down here in the south, there's a little bit more ice storm kind of capability. So up north, it was never really a big deal. Well, they had ice fog one year, which you always hear this stuff and you're just like, that sounds terrible. It is. It is possibly the worst thing ever. It is worse than a corn maze that is run amok and is bounding across the countryside. It was something along the lines of like 100-car pileup. It was in the double to triple digits. It was on a highway, and it was like a on and off exit ramp. And it was terrible. There were explosions. There were loss of life. It was terrible. I mean, it wasn't as... It could have been much worse, but it was still very bad. So, yeah, it's like anytime I see people who are just not prepared for it, it's just like, oh, gee, I'm going to be with you, because that is not easy. And, you know, it's one of those things, too, where it's just like, I wish it was a situation here where people could say, you know what, my life isn't worth this job. I'll come in tomorrow, or I'll come in when the roads are plowed. I wish they had that option. Yeah, it's crazy. There was one day when I was up north that I was driving to college, and my car was stuck to the ground. It was frozen to the ground. It was so cold. Got in, put it in reverse, and nothing happened. And I thought, am I backing up onto a big ball of snow that like fell off my car? No. My car was frozen to the ground. I put a little gas on it, and it came off eventually, but it was about minus 14 degrees Fahrenheit at that point. It was the only time they ever canceled school. And I only found out because I drove all the way there. And then got to find the little sign that said, hey, we're closed because it's so fucking cold. And then I went to the hobby store, and I looked at steampunk figures. Had a good time. That's my story. That's my amazing cold day story. Hope everyone had a good time. We've had trees explode when it gets too cold. That is a terrifying sound. That sounds like a cannon went off. Oh, this is like my favorite song from Deltarune. Next to Susie's theme. I had to laugh because I was developing these monsters, and they've got a stat block. It's around here somewhere. But I was developing these monsters, and I was like, you know, to the untrained eye, people are going to think I have a real problem with dogs. Stormhounds, and now this. It's like, I don't think it's going to like dogs very much. Au contraire. Oh, that's right. They only have 2 toes. I am a silly, silly bitch. Yeah, our power line poles are the same. Ugh. It's just too damn cold, man. It's just too damn cold. No thank you. No thank you at all. You take that back. You take that back to Canada. You keep your receipt, because I don't want it. Just hoping that there are not crazy blizzards this year. I already know that it's going to be warm enough for us to drive out to our vacations. That'll be nice. What could this creature be? What could this beast be? Dangerous creature, no doubt. Clearly made of some chitinous material, perhaps. A bladed tail. Totally not stolen from H.R. Giger's design of the Xenomorph. Yeah, I would imagine warmer days are bad because things melt and get worse. There we go. Yeah, melting and refreezing is... Ugh. I remember it was so cold once that we could hear the metal, not framing, but the metal attachment that bolted the deck to our house here. It was contracting because of the cold, and like the whole deck was just like thump, like every hour or so it would just thump really loudly, and it was just like, what is that? And it's just like, oh my god, it's the metal brace that this thing is connected to. It's contracting. Yeah, I remember there was a warehouse actually out here that that happened to. The roof caved in due to the amount of heavy snow on it. I'm sure it's a more common occurrence in Canada. Sorry for the sounds, guys. But yeah, no, I really do look forward to introducing you guys to these beasts. That's going to be fun. And clearly Katya believes that she's going to kill a bunch of them, so... Lots of work today. That's good. Yeah. A lot of art. I forgot, this is one of my favorite panels. Just the look of concern. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of cracklies. There's gonna be a lot of shrapnel. Gonna be a lot of wham pow. Muska told me you just. This is if this was a movie, this is where she'd drop the one F bomb she's allowed and still keep the PG-13 rating. Muska, you are fucking kidding me. I have a line that'll be at the conclusion of this scene that I've been sitting on for a while. I've been really happy with it, and I think it very accurately helps to define their relationship again. But it's very much in that vein, so I'm excited for that. I think you guys will enjoy that. Overall, I'm just glad that y'all are enjoying it, having a good time with the comic in general. Definitely one of those things that it's like, I think we all try to do something different. I think we all try to do something special, and I guess this is what I got. This is what I can do. But I'm happy if you guys like it. So. I'm even happy if you guys don't like it, because guess what? I'm still drawing it, still doing it. Even some of my saddest days just can't stop me. Greatly appreciate you guys reading. I greatly appreciate you guys actually hanging on a stream with me. This has been a huge morale boost for me in general, just to talk to people and draw at the same time. Don't know why that is. I just really like that atmosphere of being able to talk to people and draw, and it's nice. It's just real nice. I have to be careful with Katya's hair because I sometimes will unintentionally give her the Prince Adam from He-Man look. Not going for that. Which in itself, I believe, is a treatise on the Prince of Valiant. Telling you, she does not need to look like Prince Adam. She's already ripped. A friend of mine asked me that. He said, why did you decide to make her so muscular? And I was just like, because why not? She's a big, tough monster hunter. Why would she be all lithe and lanky? But she wears clothes, damn it. Oh, jeez. Why are you so beefy, though? She just, crushes a skull. That's just laying on the ground. Monsters do not slay themselves. That should be on her business card. Katya, because monsters do not slay themselves. Monsters are not slaying themselves. want another layered peacemaker. Your lines intersect all over the database. You get caught here first. And it's like she's actually more fun to draw because she's not stereotypical. I'm sure I'm sure I do not draw this as accurately as I could, but I just like her. I think she's a fun character to draw. I think she's different. I guess that's what makes it fun for me to draw, fun for me to work on. Just like, oh, who's one of the female leads in your comic? And it's just like, oh, okay, well, she looks like Mary Jane Watson, or she looks like Spider-Gwen, I'd rather she look like Sandal Bergman. She looks like a redheaded lioness Starla from American Gladiators. Good. I mean, that's my process. If she isn't mowing people down in the Eliminator, then I don't think she's a good character. Man, American Gladiators was rad. One large muscular lady is just a coincidence. Two muscular ladies is concerning. I've always liked the size difference between them as well. I think it just helps play off of their characters more. And I was like, I'm going to put you on a separate layer. He's gay. And then I didn't because Zip, smartest kobold in the multiverse. Big dumb idiot. That's alright. That's Yeah, I actually like that. I think this is actually a really sweet little page. Daughter who's quiet, kind lady who works at the local shelter and used to be an assassin. Yeah, that's interesting. I'd love to see a character that doesn't know how to use magic but can use it to a small extent, like a hedge wizard, just kind of like a country midwife kind of thing. Oh, she knows some healing magics, or she knows the right herbs and poultices for this cure or that cure. Doesn't have to be anything spectacular, just be interesting. She doesn't really know, how the magic works. She just knows it does. Maybe that's all that matters. Boomerang of returning. Seeking boomerang, I'd like that. There we go. Dialogue done. That's how I'm feeling. WTF? No, you are insane. That's one of the things I love about digital art, is that I can mess around like that and have fun without causing problems. Simple, elegant dialogue is so rare these days. Go crazy. We become beet farmers. There's an old chestnut. Back from Cobalt Cave. We shouldn't do this. Beet farmers. You could be beet farmers, Hiroko. I hate beets. This is such a fun panel. Like, I love this setup because it's very sweet and very just like, be careful. I don't want to lose you kind of thing. And it's just like, now I'm gonna throw you. I love this. This transition is so much fun. I don't have the lines in front of me, but I think it's something like, Moscow is so dangerous. You be careful. And something like, you'll be extra careful and no danger. Yes, it's like, of course I'll be super careful. Good. Now I throw you on top of mountain. Right. Yes. It's an homage to my favorite team up, Colossus and Wolverine. Gotta love the fastball special. The most underrated, in my opinion, Marvel team up. Throw me, Bobby. Ooh, woo. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's in Kisuke's wheelhouse, but it could very well be. Yeah, Mom, I'm your sexy little shot put. I just wanted to be part of the group. No, you nailed it. Very on Yopic. Very Yopical. I mean, I just like her, like, all right, we're doing this. And he's just like, yeah, we're doing this. Zip was my cousin. Have I stumbled on the throw me, mommy? What? This was bad enough with Lady Dimitrescu. Is this the new hotness? Is this the new fetish for everybody? Instead of step on me, mommy, it's throw me. Oh man. It was also very difficult to find a good reference of the fastball special without it being just like specifically Colossus throwing Wolverine. Finally managed to whittle it down a little bit. Yeah, I mean this is really more what I'm going for. This is more of the feeling that I want, is like, oh yeah, this is, leaping into adventure, but it's also like, you are gonna die.
Oh, it's a good thing I'm already part vampire.
I was going to ask how you are doing in sun.
Getting a little crispy.
Oh yeah, no. If Kisuke was 6'4" and could bench 300 pounds, yeah, absolutely, this would have been happening. She has chosen the way of guile and punching people in the dick. I throw him around anyway. There we go. Stunned silence from Blackbot. The rarest of all. Why I keep forgetting her belt. Woman's gotta have her pants up. You guys are making me laugh just as much, so appreciate it. Little feetsies. Applesauce of delirium. Oh, I see. Stab a dude, then feed it the applesauce. Oh, it's like a teaspoon at a time, too. It's like half a hit point per bite. Will you heal before you bleed out? I don't know. Welcome to the Orchard of Pain. I think that's the name of my next album is going to be Orchard of Pain. Or maybe that's just my maybe that's just my band. Orchard of Pain. All the songs have something to do with trees. Apple pie of healing. You have to eat the whole thing. The whole damn pie. No halfsies, no slices. You gotta eat that whole damn pie if you want to heal. That's what always killed me. If you look at the Wayne Reynolds art for Pathfinder, it's one of my favorite things. They all have potions and stuff on them, but the potions are like the size of an entire bottle of Crown Royal. And I swear to God, it's like, I love the idea of potions being like a half gallon of Kool-Aid. Just like, oh my God, I'm bleeding out. I gotta drink a potion. Okay, I'm about a third of the way done. And it's still a free action. Oh, that leggy is gonna need some worky-do because it is definitely not the right perspective. But I will certainly get to that because I now have some flippin' momentum on this page. Gotta eat that whole pie. And you know what? If you want mana too, you gotta have that ice cream. That ice cream's gonna have to happen. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we are just about 5 minutes shy of midnight, so I am going to leave this here. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I'm poisoned. Let me down this half gallon of antidote. The bite of the serpent prevents you from swallowing. Oh, fuck. You mean this fish not topical? Oh, man. Well, thank you guys for being here. My last stream of the year. Thank you so much for being with me this year and following along with the comic and everything. Thanks for being here tonight, making me laugh. Much appreciated. Makes me feel normal almost. So thank you for that. It's great to have you here. So I will be gone for a bit. I believe I will be heading back home on January 5th. So we will be out for a little bit, but I hope to be back soon and back to streaming, starting off the year. Oh yeah, actually January 1st is going to be the next new episode. So you guys all mean a lot. I'm grateful for you guys being here. Grateful for your just, just being here and having a good time with me. It means a lot to me. So absolutely, you guys have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Solstice, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, all the great holidays. Everybody enjoy. Have a wonderful new year, and we will see you in 2024 for the next and first episode of Trap Finders for the year. So thanks guys again. Yeah, just be good to each other. Hug your loved ones. Yeah, just thanks for being here. Make make a dark few days feel a lot brighter. So, love you guys. Have a wonderful holiday, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.